Yes, absolutely, absolutely, my friends. What's going on, everybody? This is Luke Pico with IroncladConfidence.com. Wanting to jump in today, baby, and share some insights with you guys, share some value with you guys, share some powerful concepts with you guys when it comes to the inner dimensions of your reality and how this is literally the secret to success, okay? And so check it out, my friends. If you guys are new here to the YouTube channel, you guys, on this channel, we talk about all things mindset. We talk about all things confidence building. We talk about all things law of attraction, dude, personal development, baby. And so if you want to learn how these concepts all tie together, and it's actually what's going on behind the scenes of your psychology, what's going on behind the scenes of your words, what's going on behind the scenes of your ideas and your thoughts and your beliefs, then stick around, baby, because check it out, my friends. It's the inner dimensions of who we are as people. Most people don't know what I'm sharing with you right now. They've never heard these concepts, okay? And so, anyway, so right now I'm staying at a motel right now, right? So I'm staying at a motel. I'll be going to another Airbnb here pretty soon, but I just wanted to jump in and share these concepts because here's the thing, baby. So when you actually analyze who you are as a person, this is the secret to success in all of life. And this is what I've learned, is that your inner dimensions of who you believe you are is actually where the secret to your success lives at. Did you know that? Dang, baby. A lot of people don't know that. Luke, what are you talking about, dude? The inner dimensions of success. So here's the thing. So if you actually understand what a dimension is, then you can actually understand what your inner dimension is, okay? And see, a dimension is a measurement of space. It's a measurement of height, depth, width, and length, okay? All the world is built out of dimensions. There's dimensions everywhere, okay? There's literal dimensions all out of us, right? Like, for instance, this room that I'm in, it's a dimension. It carries its own dimension of reality, okay? All businesses carry their own dimension of reality. They carry their own dimension of those ideas. You understand that? Your house, your apartment, wherever it is you live, it carries a dimension, okay? Now, here's the thing about human psychology. This is the secret to success, baby. All the success you want lives inside of your inner dimensions of who you believe you are. Rewind, say it again, Luke. Understand what I'm going to say here. It's very powerful. A lot of people, they'll belittle this information. Oh, it's not that important, whatever. They put it off. They make these ideas and these concepts unimportant because they've never understood and learned these concepts in reality. But yet it's the very thing that produces the fruitage of the mindset, the fruitage of the personality, the fruitage of the attitude, the fruitage of your identity, the fruitage of who you believe you are, your charisma, your motivation, your enthusiasm, dude. You see what I'm saying here? Dang, baby. A lot of people don't know that, baby. And so, what do I actually mean? So, like, I've been spending the last 15 years, the first 5 years of my life, tinkering with personal development, right? Learning these concepts, learning these ideas, learning the mindset stuff, learning confidence building and motivation and all this stuff, right? How to work on yourself. It's just kind of like reading a little here, reading a little there. Wasn't really taking it too serious. I was too caught up in the mundane, into the daily grind, doing this, doing that, living life, like a lot of people. I didn't take it too serious. Thought it was cool, thought it was neat. But then guess what? After that first 5 years, I started to recognize, hey, you know what? There's something to these ideas that I was reading. Because it seemed like I'm reading all these ideas in a book. See, a book carries a dimension, that was huge, a dimension of psychology. And every book that you decide to read, you take on the dimension of that psychology and who you believe you are. That should freaking blow your mind. Dang, baby. Freaking amazing, dude. Because guess what? You want success? You want motivation? You want enthusiasm, baby? You want charisma? You want boldness? You want courage? You see what I'm saying? That's the point. And so here's the thing, dude. I started to take on a greater dimension of reality as I was learning these concepts through books, through the internet, through podcasting, through, YouTube and all these videos and stuff, right? I started to learn about these deeper concepts, and I started to take on newer ideas and make them my own. Next thing I know, I started to spend another 5 years really taking it a lot more serious, really immersing myself in that information. Okay? And guess what, baby? When you start to, what does immersion mean? That means you're immersed, like you're going to go freaking dive in the ocean, dude. You're going to immerse yourself in that information. And so I started to literally buy books and information and just read and study and learn and grow and all this stuff. And it was amazing because I'm feeling good as I'm learning. See, every time we learn something, we take on that dimension, we deposit that idea into who we are. And once we deposit that idea into who we are, we feel a certain type of energy. We feel a certain type of way. But see, I was like, why can't I get successful though? Why is it that I'm not being more successful in my life? And I'm going to tell you why it was, okay? It's because I was just in a constant state of learning these dimensions of ideas. Mind you, that part is important, okay? And so here's what I started to do the last 5 years. I started to actually say, hey, you know what? What would happen if I decided to give myself permission to actually do a podcast? What if I gave myself permission to actually do a video? What if I gave myself permission to actually write down the things that I was thinking of and how important it was to me? And you know what? Let me actually share my life experience. Hey, you know what? Let me actually talk about these things that I've went through in life. Maybe, just maybe, it can help other people, right? Just maybe other people can relate, right? Dang, baby, freaking amazing, dude, because that's exactly what I started to do. And you know what's crazy is that the whole journey through this process has led to greater and greater and greater success. This is what's crazy. It's like you don't just become successful overnight. You arrive at a certain level of success throughout your journey. You see, all the success you want that I've learned resides in the person you are inside. It's the person you become that actually creates the success. It's not necessarily just about the paper wealth and the financial wealth. It's more about the person you become. It's about who you decide to become that gives you that imprint of who you believe you are. And it's those inner dimensions that govern our personality. You understand your inner dimension of how you view yourself? If you view yourself very toxic, if you view yourself very unworthy, very negative, very just full of problems, and you're living life because you've lived a life full of problems, mind you, I've been there, dude. I've done that. In fact, my freaking house burnt down over a month and a half ago, okay? And so I'm staying in Airbnbs and living in a freaking, hotel, and it's fine for now, because here's the thing. In order for me to become more successful, it's almost like that had to happen, because that's the only way that you're going to progress into a new paradigm, a new dimension of reality, right? It's time for an upgrade, dude. And so here's the thing, baby. I had to literally give myself this identity. You understand that if I had not been working on myself all these years and creating and moving towards the direction that I'm moving in, you understand that something like losing everything, you have problem in your relationship, that's messed up and things are happening, and then your house burns down, and then all kinds of problems start to happen. You understand that you cannot be, if I didn't have a strong belief in character and I didn't imprint that dimension into who I was, my inner dimensions of how I viewed myself, you understand that I could have done what a lot of people do, which is fall into major depression, fall into major anxiety, fall into a world of hopelessness, fall into a world of, oh, who cares? I don't care about anything no more. Why even bother? Why even try? Why even work on myself? This is how a lot of people get. And I decided, because I had spent so many years putting in the work, training and teaching myself and educating myself and applying the things that I've learned, that I've literally constructed an inner dimension of confidence, an inner dimension of motivation, an inner dimension of mental strength, mental awareness, freaking using universal laws of attraction, that I've literally been able to maintain a strong identity. that is the core of anything. Because see, you can lose things, your house can burn down, you can have problems, you can have all this stuff. But what you cannot lose is the person you decide to become in life. You see what I'm saying here, dude? Yeah, buddy. It's the way it goes, baby. A lot of people, they don't know that. And so a lot of people get washed over with their own negative frame of mind. And mind you, that can affect all of us, even me, even now. I've been through tons of negativity. In fact, in personal development, I talk about this all the time. In using the law of attraction, I talk about this all the time. You always are going to get negative before you get positive. Because see, here's why. When you hear powerful truths like the one I'm sharing with you right now, you're going to face an aspect of who you are that maybe you don't want to face. And what a lot of people do is say, oh, I just didn't like that guy. He's just the way he says things, just the way he thinks he's this, he thinks he's that. And they'll throw out all these labels to justify and cancel themselves out of actually facing who they are so that they can learn, so that they can be challenged with that new information so that they can grow and create a breakthrough. You see what I'm saying? And so you always get frustrated, you always get angry, you always get negative before you get positive. And to the extent that you work on those inner dimensions of who you believe you are, is to the extent that you will create that type of reality, baby. Yeah, buddy. And so guess what, dude? That's what I do. That's what I teach on this channel. That's why I talk about these concepts. Because in my world, my inner dimension of who I believe that I am, my character, my confidence, my motivation, my inspiration, my personality, my enthusiasm, my charisma, my everything that I've imprinted into my soul is literally what allows me to carry a strong, powerful, positive, happy frame of mind. It allows me to recognize and to remain grounded into what I believe to be true. That's why ain't no one can shake my faith, baby. Ain't no one can shake my faith anymore. Ain't no one can budge my frame of perception of reality. Sure, we get triggered. Sure, we get upset. Sure, we get frustrated. That's just part of life. But it's not about being triggered by those things. It's about recognizing who you are and then analyzing whether or not you actually want to be honest with yourself. Who do I want to be, dude? Let me talk to myself, Bubba. Let me get honest with myself, baby. You know, who do I want to become? What kind of reality do I want to create, right? Yeah, buddy, baby. And so it's the inner dimensions that you decide to agree with in your soul. And one of the most powerful things you can learn to agree with inside your soul is recognizing who you are, remaining grounded in that personality, in that character, in that identity. Because whether you know this or not, you're literally locked into an identity. Whether you're aware of it or not. You're locked into the identity of the ideas, the thoughts, the words, and the beliefs that you agree with. You're locked into that identity. And if you want to learn how to change that inner dimension, you have to change the ideas that you're agreeing with right now. Some people, they don't want to do that. It's too much. They're content. They're happy with what they have. Or maybe they're not happy, but they're frustrated with their life. So it's really up to you. It's all the power, all the success, all the motivation that you want in life, it's in your hands. It's in your ball court, baby. The secret to success lives inside of you. Ooh, dang, dude. Freaking amazing, baby. And so what do you want to do? You see what I'm saying here? Who do you want to be, baby? What kind of reality do you want to create? You want to be more positive? You want to be more happy? You want to be more optimistic? It's easier said than done, but guess what? No one said it was going to be easy. It's simple, but it ain't easy. You see? It ain't easy being cheesy, dude. Yeah, buddy. And so, what kind of person do you want to be? What kind of character do you want to have? You got to analyze your inner dimension of who you believe you are. Your inner dimension carries an energy. See, your inner dimensions, and you have hundreds and thousands of impressions of different dimensions of who you believe you are. Do you believe you're worthy? Do you believe that you could be successful? It doesn't mean you're going to know how to get there immediately. What it means is that this is what I'm going to move towards. This is who I want to be, and I'm going to work on that today. I'm not going to get it perfect today. I'm going to work on it today. I'm going to work on more confidence. I'm going to work on more courage. I'm going to work on more being nice. I'm going to work on being more bold, baby. I'm going to work on who I believe that I am. I'm going to work on my personality. I'm going to construct mental strength. and dominate who I believe that I am, dude. Yeah, buddy, dude. And that, my friends, is the inner dimension of true success. That's where the secret lives, inside your soul. And so, the more honest you are with yourself, the more happy you're going to be with yourself. See, you can't have confidence without that word and those ideas, that backup confidence being planted in you. See, confidence means you have complete faith and trust in the truth. That's what true confidence is. And to the degree that you build that awareness, to the degree that you plant those ideas into who you believe you are, is to the degree that you will walk with that power inside your who you believe you are. You will carry that dimension of confidence. You will carry that dimension of enthusiasm, baby. Why? Because this is the Twilight Zone, dude. Truth is stranger than fiction, baby. Yeah, buddy, baby. But that's it, champions. That's all I got for you guys today. Check it out, my friends. If you guys are new here to the YouTube channel, you guys dig this style of communication, you guys dig this style of information, you want to learn how to activate invisible universal laws, you want to learn about quantum physics, then consider subscribing, dude. Consider, boom, baby, smashing that thumbs up button if you guys liked it. Hit the little bell notification if you want to receive updates when I rock these videos, baby. But I do thank you guys, and I do look forward to talking to you champions again next time, baby. Peace. Yeah, buddy. Why? Because that's what we do, baby. When you learn to get honest with yourself, when you learn to pay attention to your thoughts, pay constant attention to yourself, pay constant attention to the direction of your life, that is when you're going to build wisdom. That is when you're going to build a freaking juggernaut mindset. That is when you're going to construct the type of personality which is going to construct the type of personal reality that you experience, baby. Yeah, buddy, baby. Done.